Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first. Get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Working, and right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Moore, the man in motion. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first carry here for Kaneng 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook, a little juke, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Five wide.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7-7, our score after 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Murray. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
First carry for James Conner. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Alert, alert, alert.
Cook up the gut. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Left side, Cook. And some room to work. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. It's caught by Davis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
This is taken in by McBride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now Cook running right. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
By the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Allen. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this is one of those plays where your instincts actually go against you. You really need to try and knock that down, but it happens so fast, partner.
Yeah, you see the ball in the air, maybe even though you're behind the line, you just think, I need to catch it. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
56, 56. Middle.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Cook. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring that all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On the give is Nwangu. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Patterson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert, alert, alert! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cards, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Phantom members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but